much time we got?
And we are back here at Legion Field. Few scores coming in. Marion now extended the lead over Lebanon, 24-12. Dobbins Bennett still leads 14-7. Thomas Walker still 13-0 over Pineville. Tazewell 38-0. Union now up on Morristown West. The Bears have come back 14-7 is the score there. Back and forth Hampton and Sullivan North. 2 turnovers each. They go down the field, they fumble. They go back down the field, they fumble. They go down the field, they fumble. They go down the field, and they fumble. Again, back and forth game. Hampton leads that. And again, talking about soggy conditions, they say that field is absolutely torn up by this point. George Wythe extending their lead. They lead 13-3 over Honaker. Cherokee's come back 17-16 over Cott County. And again, Boone leads Morristown East 14-0 as of right now. So Bluefield, they just added another touchdown before half. It's 24-10. Bluefield over Richlands. And at the half, J.I. Burton and Eastside, 27-20. That game back and forth. Again, the Raiders lead at halftime.
Joe, again, we won the toss and deferred to the second half, so Ridgeview will be kicking off. We've got 3, kind of a different formation here. We've got 5 up close, 3 half, almost to the 20-yard line, and then we have 3 down around the 10. Going to try to get a good return, of course, as always, but a little different motion right here. As we've got back, we have Levi, we have Tomlinson, and I believe we have Mack back there to return the ball. As we're ready for the second half with a booming kick, that's going to be Levi Roten, I believe, has it. He's at the 15, he's at the 20, 25. He's still loose, and he's going to be gang tackled as he gets up to around the 30-yard line. So Levi Roten on the return. He ended up being tackled by number 21, Hunter Neese.
You know, that's what we've not called Levi's name all night. And, you know, he's got speed. It's going to be big here in the second half to see if we can get him involved. You know, he's the Tyreek Hill, if you will, that you see with the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of speed. Let's see if we can get him involved, as well as Jake Hicks.
And starting at quarterback is going to be John Sally once again as we flip-flop back on our quarterbacks tonight. Sally's going to be under center right here. As he runs the option, he flips the option over. We're at the 35 and down to the 40-yard line. So Logan Tomlinson carries the ball for a good chunk of change. He's going to get up to about the 42-yard line.
Picked up at 7 on the play.
So it's going to be second down and 3. So great option formation, but eventually we've got to try to pass the ball, Joe.
Well, they're just not respecting it. They're playing man on the outside. You on Facebook, you can watch. Number 18 is their safety. He's just playing deep, and everybody else is up at the line.
He's moved up. He's not 5. The deepest person is there's a fumble on the play right there by Sally. I think Sally has fallen on his own fumble.
Recovered by Gate City.
Sally trying to run the ball to the right side has fumbled the ball, but we recovered that ball. Sally recovers it.
Loss of 1.
It's going to be a loss on the play. It's going to make it third down and about 4 or 5 with 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Just not looking crisp coming out after the first one, but as we've spoken, until we are able to pass the ball, they're going to crowd that box, and we're not going to be able to get anywhere as we get maybe 3 yards right there.
Out the number 20, Logan Tomlinson.
Tomlinson carries the ball straight ahead, close to the 40-yard line, where he's going to be marked just short of the 40.
Talking about fumbles, Sullivan North scores.
Yes.
They're going for 2. They fumble the football into the end zone, and they fall on it in the end zone. North takes a 8-7 lead off of the fumble, which got them in the end zone. So again, 8-7. That game, 58 seconds left in the first half.
That was one of the plays that I'd been talking to Coach Patrick about. Is the option to
the Fumaruski forward,
the fake lateral forward. So I'm glad we were able to use it, but I didn't know if they were going to use it tonight or not.
Win for 2. Very good.
It's going to be close to a first down. It's going to be, as they stretch it out, let's see if we got a good spot.
Just a little short.
About 4 inches, 4 to 6 inches, ladies and gentlemen.
And short.
So as our PA announcer says 4th and short, that's most definitely the right thing. Is we got to go for it, but we've got to be smart right here, Joe. We've got to run something that's not going to have Ridgeview in the backfield before we can even hand it off.
Well, with a center that's 240 some odd pounds, a guard which is 250 pounds, and you've got a 6'5" quarterback. If we can't get 4 inches, then that's. I don't mean to be critical or argumentative, but the fact of the matter is, if we can't get those 4 inches, it's time to do something else.
As Ridgeview's expecting the quarterback sneak as they bring one of their linebackers up to fit that gap right there, as he's almost ready to rush as they go straight ahead, and I believe he's got it.
Ball was hit by
We needed 4 inches. I think we got about 9 inches, but that's all that matters. It's going to be a first down and 10 as Sally keeps the ball straight ahead for a gain of about a yard. But that was a tough yard he had to get. They talking about bunching the box. If we'd have faked that and thrown, there wouldn't have been
exactly.
There would have been 21 players inside that box. So, but it's going to be 1st and 10, Gate City at their own 40-yard line as we go two to the far side, 1 wide receiver. See if we're going to do the jet sweep as we fake it, and again that inside handoff. 3 Ridgeview players were there as we handed the ball off, Joe. We've got to do something on the outside. I don't mean to get wound up about it, but there's just no chance right there for that play to work.
Well, if they're going to run that trap inside, they've got to be able to get some leverage from that center and the off guard to push that nose tackle and get on that linebacker to create that gap. But see, they're stuffing it, and it's right in our face, and it's just not working right as of this point. Again, as Ridgeview, again, is in just a 53, and they're just playing loose with the safety.
Mm-hmm. A little over 8 minutes to go. Looks like we will throw the ball right here. Now Sally's going to carry it. He's going to run, and he dives. Great hustle play right there. He turned nothing into something right there. Great hustle by Sally. And sometimes, you give the quarterback, he's either the GOAT or the greatest person in school or college right there. But he hustled right there. That should have been about a 2-yard loss, and he got about a 6-yard gain on that rollout. It was a run pass option, right, and there was nobody open, so he faked the pass, dodged one defender, and was able to get about 7 yards. So it's going to make it 3rd down and 5 after the loss of 2.
Now we've talked about this. Look how loose they're playing off of Levi Rote number 2 again. But
another handoff straight up the middle and hit in the backfield for a loss right there. That's going to be Logan Tomlinson. He tried to break it out to the left side, but again, it was the defender got to the receiver, to the running back at the same time that as he was receiving the ball. So
back to punt, number 35.
Vermillion comes on. Drew's not kicked many times tonight, has he?
No, actually, he was going to kick that once, and then
we ended up going.
So
it's going to be 4th and 5. As the snap goes back, we will kick this one. Kick. Good booming punt by Vermillion, running it back. He's going to be at the 15, switches field 20, 25, 30, and 32-yard line. As another helmet comes off, there is a marker on the play.
How much time we got left in the 3rd quarter there?
About 7:15, Joe. As there was a late marker on the play, I'm not going to see what they call right there. That's strange when a helmet comes flying off. I'm not sure whose helmet it was, but right after that, there was 2 flags that were thrown. And it's going to be a personal foul, face mask, against the Blue Devils. 15-yard penalty, moves the ball from the 32-yard line, and it's going to move it all the way up to, should be about the 46 to 47-yard line, which it will be. With about 7:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Couple of quick scores just came in. Sullivan East with a 7-6 lead over Granger. Castlewood leads Northwood 14-0, and at the half, Grace Christian leads Happy Valley 3-0.
Ridgeview hands the ball off to their new running back. Look at the speed right there. It looks like another hold, possibly. That hold was pretty big. And let's see if they got another hold, or is that going to be a chalk block? Holding on Ridgeview. But I'll tell you, coming out of the backfield right there, Quentin Turner, their little wide receiver, put him in at running back, and he is not very tall, but he is fast.
5th penalty of the night for Ridgeview. But yeah, you talk about Ridgeview. Of course, they come in with a roster of 74 individuals on it. They're getting to the point of their program where they don't simply rebuild, they reload. And right there's another back with speed. That's gave Gate City problems right there.
As you can tell when they bring a new player in tonight, you can tell who's played just basically by their jerseys being clean. As there was a pass, another slant pass right there. Pass is complete right there to who we were just talking about, Quinn Turner. They moved Quinn over to the wide receiver formation, his natural position, and on the slant pattern, he gets about 7 yards. It's going to get it out to the 45-yard line of Ridgeview, but after it's going to be still 2nd and 13 after the holding penalty. So a big couple of plays right here. If we can make a stop, they come out with 2 wide receivers to the far side. Looks like it's going to be the option, and they get it out to the outside, and great containment right there by Gate City. That's Trenton Atkins as normal carrying the ball. Trenton was hit about twice, but it takes more than one person usually to take him down. He's still got about 5 yards, but it's going to make it 3rd down and about 8.
Strong running. These running backs are, strong. And you can tell, when they hit the hole, I don't think we've taken anybody one-on-one down tonight.
They hit it with speed, and especially with Trenton Atkins, when he hits it with speed, he's hitting it with force as well. As there's a marker on the play prior to the snap. Let's see, dead ball. False start yet again on Ridgeview. Ridgeview's been their worst enemy by far on their penalties tonight, where Gate City has turned the ball over at the worst times possible. Ridgeview's been able to overcome their 15-yard penalties, their 10-yard penalties. They've turned 3rd and 14 into a 1st down, which they have right now. It's actually 3rd and 13 as they go back into the shotgun again. He's going to pass the ball this time, looking across the middle, and almost intercepted right there. Great defense right there. Almost intercepting the ball was Luke Reed. Pass was intended to number 22, Sexton, but breaking in front of that, making a wonderful defensive stop right there was Luke Reed.
Again, we're keeping it within a 3-possession game. Gate City
hanging
around. So let's see what's going on. Again, 21-0 is our score here in the 3rd quarter. How much time we got left, Rob?
5:30 something, Joe.
5:30. So Letha, we appreciate you watching. Again, it's 21-0 right now. Ridgeview as Gate City gets ready to return the punt.
Mack will be back for the punt. It's a booming high punt. Mack signs for a fair catch. As I was watching, one of the Ridgeview players got awful close to him, but no penalty, and he was able to catch the ball. So again, Andre Mack. See if they're going to keep Sally in, or if they're going to run Mack this time at quarterback. As they break the huddle right there, Mack made a really good. That was a booming punt. That ball would have brought rain if.
Hey, just a quick announcement. There's a haunted warehouse which is open tonight. It's open at 8, and it will be open after the ball game tonight. So if you're looking for something to do after the game, make sure to go to the haunted warehouse, 313 Legion Street in Weber City.
All right. Under center, we have Mack under center right now as he hands the ball off. You were talking about carrying the ball right there. Somebody we've not heard too much about, but has done good. Landon Blanton. It's like they bring Mack in, they bring Blanton in at the same time, and they're both been spark plugs. The result of that first play, 1st down. 12-yard run right there for Blanton.
Quick update. Greenville 49-0. They went